In a stunning legal triumph, Google has successfully averted a potential catastrophe that could have significantly impacted Apple. A federal judge's recent decision has allowed Google to retain control over Chrome and Android, and crucially, to continue its lucrative partnership with Apple, ensuring the tech giant remains the default search engine on Apple devices. This ruling not only safeguards billions in revenue for Apple, but also spares the company from the arduous task of finding a viable replacement. The court's ruling, handed down by Judge Amit Mehta, permits Google to maintain its practice of paying partners, including Apple, to distribute its services. This means that Google can continue to pay Apple staggering amounts, estimated to reach $20 billion in 2022 alone, to ensure it remains the go-to search option on iPhones and other Apple devices. This development is a significant relief for Apple, which would have faced a monumental challenge in selecting a new default search engine for its vast array of products, from iPhones to Macs and iPads. Apple's avoidance of this dilemma comes at a particularly opportune moment, as the company is currently grappling with changes to its App Store due to European Union regulations, and struggling to keep up in the rapidly evolving field of artificial intelligence, AI. The uncertainty surrounding Google's search engine dominance had cast a shadow over Apple's stock performance, with investors fearing the potential consequences of a Google Chrome breakup or the termination of the search deal between the two tech giants. Following the ruling, Apple's shares, AAPL, experienced a notable boost, rising by over 3%. Google's shares, GOOGL, saw an even more substantial surge, climbing nearly 9%. Apple, however, declined to comment on the implications of the ruling for its business strategy. Google's dominance in the search engine market is unparalleled, with approximately 90% of global search engine usage attributed to the company as of August, according to StatCounter Global Stats. Microsoft's Bing trails far behind, capturing just under 4% of the search market. Had Apple been barred from partnering with Google, it would have faced the unenviable task of either choosing a less dominant search engine or developing its own search capabilities. Eddie Q, Apple's senior vice president of services, previously stated in a court filing that Apple has no immediate plans to develop its own search engine, citing the company's focus on other growth areas. Additionally, Q highlighted the economic risks associated with investing resources in a search engine, given the rapid advancements in AI technology. The crux of the Department of Justice's case against Google centered on whether the company's popularity stems from its superior service or its entrenched position as the default search option on various devices and browsers. Apple's stance suggested the latter, with Q testifying in court that at the time there was no viable alternative to Google. However, the landscape of online search is undergoing a transformation, driven by the emergence of AI-powered tools. While AI chatbots such as ChatGPT are not poised to replace search engines entirely, they are anticipated to capture a significant portion of the search market. Market research firm Gartner predicted last year that search engine volume would decline by 25% by 2026 as consumers increasingly turn to AI-driven tools. Google has acknowledged a decrease in search queries on Apple devices for the first time, according to Bloomberg. Despite this, Google maintains that it continues to witness overall growth in search queries, including an increase in queries originating from Apple's devices and platforms. This data alone does not necessarily indicate a shift towards AI apps. It could merely suggest a preference for using the Google app over Safari. Recognizing the growing influence of AI, Google has embarked on a strategic overhaul of its search function. Earlier this year, the company expanded its AI mode to all U.S. Google app users, a move that underscores the evolving role of AI in shaping online information retrieval. Apple, too, appears poised to adapt to this shift, with reports suggesting the company is considering the acquisition of AI search startup Perplexity. Eddie Q's testimony revealed that Apple might eventually integrate AI services from OpenAI, Perplexity, and Anthropic into Safari, reflecting the company's recognition of AI's potential to redefine traditional search methods. Thanks to the recent legal victory, Apple now has the luxury of time to navigate this technological transition at its own pace.